So this game's gonna be coming out tomorrow. I was originally gonna do this on BitTube, but I thought I'd just post it here because I've talked about stuff like this before on here. But I just want to show this. I saw this on Twitter. I don't know whether it's true or fake news, but it wouldn't really surprise me with the gaming industry. But people are simping over a robot now. They are literally simping over a robot. It's pretty pathetic of how degenerate and reprobate this world has actually become. First, we have people that were sexually attracted to a car, getting married to a damn doll, getting married to a car. I mean, this world has just lost its damn mind. It really is pathetic. It really is. So supposedly this game, and anyone that doesn't know what this game is about, it's a Russian game that is full of communism, basically political agenda. And I'm surprised this game even was allowed to be made, considering what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. Surprised this was even allowed. But we've talked about that on this channel. We all know why, because we know a lot of the media act like they're against Russia. We know they're not. But supposedly this game is supposed to have it's probably fake news, but I'm just bringing it up anyway. Supposed to have a 6-hour sex cutscene between the main character and the mechanical ballerina twin. Now, if this is true, we all know what this is about. It's the agenda. Because again, anyone that's watched the movie AI, basically it's called artificial intelligence, everyone knows that in that movie, there is a scene in that movie where there is a guy that is a male robot prostitute, and he says to the woman, once you've had me, you'll never want a real man again. That's the whole purpose. They don't want human anymore. They want this transhumanism, this robot becoming one with humanity, this God AI complex. But it's just, this world's just lost its damn mind. I mean, look how degenerate this world has become. Now sexualizing robots. It's pathetic. Look at this. Basically trying to get you sexually aroused. This doesn't sexually arouse me at all. Never will. I mean, you have to be a complete freak to be sexually aroused by this, but look at the sexualization. Why did they have to zoom the camera this way? Look at it. And as you can see, Atomic Heart's robot twins are sending fans to horny jail. So literally, people are now getting sexually aroused by a piece of metal. Man. And people say, we're not in the end times and all that. Wake up. People are sexually aroused by anything now. They're sexually aroused by a car. They're sexually aroused by an anime pillow. They're sexually aroused by anime, which is a fictional, basically, character. None of them are real. And now people are simping and getting sexually aroused by a robot. What's next? This world has become so reprobate and so far gone from the biblical way. And America continues to say, oh, God is under our nation. No, it's not. If you are sexually aroused by a robot, there's something seriously wrong with you. There is something wrong with you. Because I do not look at this and find this sexually arousing at all. as you can see. And there was literally, if you go look at the trailer, obviously I can't play it for copyright reasons, but you had people saying on the trailer, "Oh, I'm gonna buy the game just because it has a sexy robot in it, and just because she's spreading the legs." So gaming sells these days, isn't it? So gaming sells is stuff like this, sexualizing. It's not even human. Robots don't have emotions. Robots don't have feelings. They have no feeling of anything. They're a piece of metal. They should not be given rights like they gave that robot Sophia or whatever its name was rights in Saudi Arabia. It's stupid. They're not humans. They shouldn't have rights because it's just a piece of metal. It's nuts. But we see it's all worship of the beast system and all that, the Antichrist. It doesn't surprise me if there actually is a 6 hour sex cutscene, which the person's probably trolling. It's probably fake news. That's why I said it's probably fake. But I thought I'd bring it up anyway. But even from the trailer, they focus the main attention on these robots because that's how you sell a video game these days. Promote lust, promote sex, and that's how you sell video games with this nonsense filth. I mean, and they basically, there's already people basically, I mean, just look at it, simping over a robot. So dumb. It really is. There's already images being created that are already highly sexualized. Doesn't shock me. And there's basically a machine in the game of this. I've saw gameplay from reviews. There's a machine in the game that says, "Oh, I can't wait until you put your man hands around me," and it's basically a vending machine, and it's basically saying sexual stuff. Stupid. But what do you expect from a nation like Russia? What do you really expect? I mean, look at the things that they do. I mean, honestly, look at the things that they do. I wanted to know more about the game, now I don't. Well, I can tell you what the game's about. The game comes out tomorrow, and it's about basically, it promotes communism and it promotes basically the Russians. Basically, it says that the Russians won the war, and because we all know that agenda with basically America versus Russia, it's all agenda. But it shouldn't be a shock. And I'll just say some of the comments. Some of the comments were like, "Oh, I'm buying this game just because it's got a female in it." That's pretty pathetic. Imagine buying a video game just because it has a female in it. I mean, there's many games that have females in it that suck. Literally, I'm not gonna name what game recently came out that sucks pure ass because a lot of people get mad about it. Because anyone that doesn't like a game now is labeled racist and all that. I played a certain demo of a certain game that is a Sony exclusive, and the game sucked ass. But this doesn't really surprise me. I mean, it's supposed to it's like BioShock. That's what this game is like, BioShock. So if you play BioShock Infinite, that was full of occult stuff. You had one where it had like the mark of the beast basically on in people's hands. But it doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't. But this is what it's about, promoting the Soviet Union, which was an Illuminati agenda, Just look up the Illuminati game card. Russia is all part of their agenda, but it says here that why basically have this by the man. We don't think about sexy robots. However, that looks like it might change after a few hours with Atomic Heart. Why? Well, Atomic Heart robot twins are becoming something of an obsession for fans. It's not fans, it's called people that are reprobates that literally have gone so far gone, their sexual desires have taken over their life and they have become so sexualized that they'll just lust after anything. That's why we have things like bestiality, we have things like necrophilia, and the list goes on. It's why we add these things because people, there is no limit to lust. There's no limit. Your mind can literally go so reprobate that you'll literally become sexually aroused just by looking at a wall. Just pathetic, man. But again, they did the same thing with Resident Evil Village. I made a video about that. Everyone was simping over basically Lady Demetress, like, oh, Lady Demetress, please step on me, mommy, and all that. That's what these people are that claim to be gamers. They're not gamers, they're just freaks. Real gamers don't sim over a robot. They want to play the game and enjoy it, not sit there basically sexually pleasing themselves over a piece of metal. World's lost its mind. With some claiming that there will be a 6 whole hours. I mean, what a joke, man. If, as I said, this is why I brought it up. If this is true, then this just shows this is all the gaming industry is becoming. And I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. So, as I was saying, this is what gaming has become. As I said, whether it's true or not really doesn't matter. Really does not matter. But anyone that's. And this game kind of reminds me of Wolfenstein, which we all know what that game was about. Basically, you fighting against basically fighting against Germany. But even in that, they put an unnecessary sex scene in that. That's why does sex scenes need to be in video games? Again, they do it with movies. I'll tell you why. Because one, pornography sells a lot of money, especially to these degenerates that love it. It ruins people's lives. But again, they don't care. Look up how much the porn industry makes everywhere. Because Satan knows that lust is one of the most powerful sins on the planet. Because again, it's the battle of the flesh. Every other desire is easy to battle. It's easy because with lust, not only is it the flesh, the body, and also the mind. You got to battle free. With others, it's more easy. But it wouldn't surprise me if this is true. So this was over a month ago. Basically a month ago, we were talking about this sex scene. So it's probably true. Oh, well, Where you'll know if I've not seen any reviewers talk about it, and a review that I saw was they said they played it for 20 hours, so maybe it's a side quest or it's near the end of the game. But it really doesn't surprise me from Russia, really doesn't. I mean, America does this stuff as well because they love pornography. So I've had fun time with them in game. While we're not exactly surprised by this, it does prove that Atom Heart fans should be in horny jail. Well, again, the losers, aren't they? I mean, if I just skip stuff like this or just mute it, I don't want to see it. I don't play a video game to watch pornography. I don't play video games for that reason. It shouldn't be in video games. Sex scene should not be in video games. It was bad enough and it was cringy enough that it was in Cyberpunk. Cringe. There was no purpose to it being in the game. None. It's just stupid. That scene where Johnny Silverhand was basically having sex. What was the point of that scene? There was no point. They just wanted to put it in the game because this will get all the basically incels and all that to buy the game. It's just pathetic. It really is. And it doesn't offend me. It literally doesn't. I'm just sick and tired of these games that are just catered around sexualization. It's just a joke. I mean, just go look at the Japanese games and all that anime. Look how highly sexualized they are, and yet these feminists don't say anything about it. So yeah, the protagonist basically, as I said, it's more information about the game. Basically, as I said, yeah, this is basically the cutscene. Look at it, zooming behind the rear end. Look at the camera angle, that was done on purpose. They know exactly what these fake gamers are like these days. And now this game, you could say promotes the mark of the beast because this game, uh, basically they put a chip in your head. That's the whole purpose of this game. There's a chip put in the head. As you can see how sexualized this scene actually is. Oh, look at this. Oh, I'm rubbing basically a robot's head in a sexual, lustful way. Man, these developers, there's something wrong with them. There really is. I mean, but that's what sells, isn't it? Same with the rap industry, the music industry. Sex, 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 sex. It's what gaming is now, and that's what music is. No actual real good music these days. It's just sex, lust this, lust that, because that's exactly what this world thinks that only matters. Oh, and if you don't have a girlfriend or something like that, you're a loser, you're an incel, you're a beta male. It's pathetic. See, that's the thing that people think that matters in life, that's the purpose of life, getting laid. Now, wake up. There's more to life than sex. Do you think in the biblical times that, Jesus Christ was going around saying, gotta get laid, gotta get laid? He didn't care for worldly things. But again, there was none of the prophets and all that going around, gotta get laid, gotta get laid. It was never that around that time because nobody cared. It wasn't important. It shouldn't be important today, but it's important because the media promotes that, being a virgin is a bad thing. It's what they promote. But as I said, it wouldn't surprise me if it's true because look at the cutscene. So imagine 6 hours of this. 6 hours of having to watch this. I'll just skip the damn thing. Simple as that. Stupid. It's stupid. And then you have out of context footage. Quite a lot of this footage could be seen as a strange dance with the context of fans thirsting over these two. It becomes a whole different video, and one we're expecting to see quite a few of now and when Atom's Heart is available. So increasingly through while the Reddit's post. Now again, this is where it's probably fake. You can't believe everything that's posted on Reddit because there's some fake news. Does suggest that there's going to be 6 hours of that in Atom Heart. So what I'm guessing, this is not going to be a 6-hour cutscene. That there's no way they do that in a video game because that is the most dumbest thing ever to do in a video game. No one's going to sit there for 6 hours live streaming, and you probably wouldn't even be able to live stream it. It's a good look to the streamers streaming this if it's true. You're gonna have to stop streaming it because, and again, this is a communism game anyway, so uh, a lot of people are not gonna like the game. I've saw Ukrainian people, they don't like this game. They don't like it. I mean, you don't really blame them because again, Russia and Ukraine have always been enemies, but it doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. So this is, you have them simping over these two robots. As I said, the sexual art. You see all these clips. It's all about the female robot, isn't it? It's not about any of the other characters. It's all about the females. Because again, simps. Simps are not real men, and they never will be. The betas. You ever simp before a woman, you're a beta. There is no such thing as alpha male anyway. I've mentioned that before. Stupid nonsense, but and I forgot to mention that as well. I started mentioning it and then didn't finish talking about it. In this game, there's certain people that are connected to robots. They have a microchip in the forehead. And the whole purpose of the story, like I said, because it's Russia, the whole purpose is Russia wins the war, well, I think World War II. They win World War II. They get this material. They decide to create robots. That's what it is. They decide to create robots. And basically, some people have the choice to basically take this chip, put it in the forehead, and they basically put it in the forehead and they're wired to a robot. They can control a robot. Now, if you know anything, that's one step closer to the mark of the beast. That's what it is. It's one step closer to that. Because we all know that's what they want. They want to chip everyone. Half human, half robot. It's all part of the God complex, the transhumanism, the AI. But you can even see with this is clearly a sexual relationship here. You can see by this is not a dance. The holding hands. This is not a dance. There's no dance in the world where people do this. This is probably how these robots have you know what. Because again, robots don't have organs. They're not humans. They can't give birth. They can't even have sex. Yet people are lusting after this. You can't have sex with a robot. It's literally impossible. It is literally impossible. Same as people lust after mermaids and they think they're real. They're not real, they're fake. But you can even see, like I said, with the images, they're all sexualized for a reason. That's how they're going to sell this game, through that. And that's the main protagonist. And I believe the main protagonist is supposed to be one of those, like, oh, I'm dead hard, I'm tough. That's what I've heard from reviews, that basically supposed to be like, oh, I'm a tough guy and all that. Which again, they have to keep promoting, don't they, in video games? But again, like I said, this is what they're simping over. This is the main thing. That's what they simp off over an Android. And I remember I did a video not that a while ago. I forgot what it was, of people simping over an AI. Included it in a video. Don't remember what it was, but people were simping over an AI. This is what you're gonna have in the future. There'll be no such thing as women, and you'll have people having relationships with a damn robot and getting married to a robot because they don't like the natural creation. They don't like it. They don't want to have a man and a woman, or basically people procreating. They don't want that. The Illuminati hates that. Why do you think they had this agenda? And they keep saying that the world is overpopulated, because it's all part of their stupid nonsense, their agenda. The world is not overpopulated. That's a lie, and it's complete filth. But yeah, it really shouldn't be a shock. It really shouldn't. I know nobody will probably watch this anyway, but it is what it is. I don't know what you mean by that, the generation that will save this world. Because if you're on about the game, I don't know what you mean. Because certainly this generation ain't gonna save nobody. This is the generation that will bring basically destruction to the world, more like. Because ain't nobody saving this world. Look how far it's gone. I mean, how far this world has gone. But it's just stupid. It really is. It's just stupid. It really is. It's just dumb. It's just become laughable now, and it's just not a surprise anymore. I mean, what's next? The people are going to be simping over a damn bookcase or a TV or a wall. It's just pathetic. It really is. But again, guess people are sexually attracted to anything these days. We have bestiality. It's normalized with these furries. Man. And yet people say we're not in the end times. People say that we're not in the end times. Wake up to reality. I mean, honestly, wake up to reality. People are now sexually attracted to are sexually attracted to a machine that has no emotions and cannot consent to any sexual interaction. A robot cannot consent because it has no emotions, has no feelings, wouldn't even know what's happening. So again, good old Russia with the communist game doesn't shock me. So yeah, and we'll show this. This is where I originally found it. We'll show some of the comments before I end it. This is where I originally saw it from. We'll show you, man. Like, even someone calling it out, how are you gonna have sex with a robot? You can't. And obviously, this person here, here's a better question. Is it all quick time events? I mean, these people clearly want it. They want it. And then we all know who that guy is. Don't even watch his content. I've seen one of his videos, and that's about it. Well, he's known for doing like reaction content. So basically, this person's praising it like, yes. Imagine being excited for sex in a video game. Cringe. 6 hours, geez, at least that leaves 5 hours and 59 minutes to cuddle. And then you have this person, why are you men really like female robots? I mean, why the question that person should be asking, why a straight man, or even men in general, why are they sexually attracted to a robot? There's women out there. Why are you sexually attracted to something that has no organs and you cannot have sex with anyway? It makes no sense. 6 hours. And then you have this person, they will crush the porn industry. Laugh out loud, that is enough porn for the year. I mean, these people have got to be kids. I mean, I need how to last. I mean, these people have got to be joking. I mean, then again, most of them probably aren't. 6 hours, please. I was saying, I brought Mass Effect back in the day because Fox News promised that the game had fully interacted. I mean, you're a loser. Simple as that. If you bought a game just because it has sex scenes, then you're a loser. That's why they put it, to bait you in. If you're dumb enough to buy it, dumb enough to fall for it anyway, you deserve to be scammed. It's your own fault. Literally, they scammed you. Because again, we all know they did it with GTA, and if this game basically does have an actual set, and that's what I can't kind of find funny. When Rockstar did it, oh, they got cancelled for it. Yeah, games like Wolfenstein that has a full sex scene, that was fine. The Last of Us, that was fine. But oh, Rockstar does it, cancelled. Laughable. Now, if it is anything like that mod that was on the GTA San Andreas game, this game won't last long. They'll have to remove it. Now, it ain't no SJW or anything like that. It shouldn't even be in the game. And you like these people, like, I need to know. Why do you need to know? Because you're gonna buy a game just because it's got a sex scene in it. It's pretty pathetic. It really is. It's pretty pathetic. But again, yeah, people simping over robots now. What? Nothing new. They did the same with Lady Demetras. It's nothing new, man. So yeah, whether that's actually true, I can't say because I ain't got the game. I haven't played it. I just saw it. Wouldn't surprise me if it is. It wouldn't surprise me. But this is what the simping after over this. Just because it shows the private area, and there's nothing even there anyway. There's nothing there. The simping over that, they're like, oh, I'm just buying. The last comments I'll mention, and then I'm gonna end the live stream. So one of the comments was like, oh, I'm buying this game. I'm buying this game just because the robot is spreading the legs. Pathetic. Well, yeah, shouldn't be a shock. Really shouldn't. Really shouldn't. I've talked about this many times. I talked about on BitChute of how the simping is continuing. It shouldn't be a shock anymore. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.